Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for joining in. Good evening to everybody. Let's see if we got some people joining in into the live feed. Let's invite people in. Let's share this video. Hopefully, you guys can join so I can give a recap and why I haven't been doing videos in English and why I have been off a little bit on the why I have been off a little bit to you guys. So share this video. Let's get some people on the live feed. Let's get some people on the live feed. Come on. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Real America's Voice News. Thank you so much for joining in. We are live from Panama. We arrived today to Panama. We have rerouted three borders. Ultimately, one of the hardest ones was in Colombia. We went up through the Darien Gap and the east part of the jungle. Ultimately, that was really, really hard. But let me tell you, we have visited three borders in three countries. Venezuela. We also were in the borders of Colombia, and now we are in Panama. We are in the country of Panama. How beautiful this is! Look at this, man. Look at this. This is gorgeous. It's just so peaceful. The life is so simple. Let me give you guys a rundown of what is going on and what has been happening in the whole discovery that we have been doing. First and foremost, the incentivization of open borders has grown into a place that is massive. The market for incentivization of open borders has grown, and irregular migration has grown as people are often, taking advantage of the situation and making a business and making a buck out of it. Now, what do I say this? Let me go step by step, and I will finish off with the shocking news that we just arrived right here on a chalupa that is kind of like it relates to a canoe, but just put a motor on the back. And I will share that video later on. We from the west side of Colombia, we crossed international waters, and we crossed all the way to here. The port of entry is here. We checked with customs of Panama, and they stamped our passport. Now we are now with the great Michael Young and a group of great, veterans of the United States of America who know, and they have been flying around the jungle and doing the studies on how this deterioration of contamination by mass migration into certain communities, certain tribes has affected them, and also diseases and sicknesses. You guys don't want to miss this. Hold on to that news. But let me go step by step. So what we have been doing is documenting, and I have a lot of video, as all the ports that I have been visited. Ben and I, we've been visiting. So the first thing that we did, we visited the port of entry of Simon Bolivar. Give it a like to this, but give it a like to this video. Share the video. Like the video on Facebook. Hit that bell button on YouTube. Like the video, share the video. Buy me a copy. It's right there. I want to thank to all the Wendy Bell Radio listeners who have been helping me out on my travels. Thank you so much to all the Wendy Bell Radio listeners. Thank you to Miss Wendy, and also to Mr. Brock. Thank you so much to all our followers. Also, thank you so much for being so nice to me. And ultimately, there's the link on the chat, pin on the chat. You guys want to cooperate? So I'm in South America, so I promise you, we were coming over here, and I walk the talk. I don't talk the talk. I walk the talk. So we are right here, South America. I'm in Panama, third country in a row. So we visited the border of Simon Bolivar, that is Venezuela with Colombia. The problem right there is that is a lot of people have shown before the crisis, the food crisis, in the stores that they have cabinets all empty. We've proven how the exportation and importation, as we arrived there, that is a massive port of entry of migration by Venezuelans into migrating outside into Central America and also to the United States. But the thing that, it's shocking, it is how from Venezuela, there's empty shopping carts coming into Colombia for food, and they're coming in with food. into Venezuela. That is completely shocking. And also the health crisis that Venezuela is receiving, it is shocking also as they're coming in with people in wheelchairs, and they're coming to check themselves in Colombia for medicine and also for doctors. That is shocking right there, as communism and socialism completely that country. Other thing that we saw, and we are going to put on this documentary that I will put out as soon as we arrive into our country and into my house, and praying to God that I arrive safely. So another thing that is shocking is the level of insecurity that the open border agenda, the open border mass migration has caused. Apparently, to Colombia, the thing that is satin and the thing that is really, it's really the word that I'm looking. It is something that is shocking. It is minor prostitution. A lot of minor prostitution that is coming from Venezuela to Colombia because the little girls, they don't have nothing else to do. They don't have money for schools. They don't have money to. The innocence factor has been taken out because of the communist and socialism factor that is occurring in that country. So when you have communism and socialism, the youth, it is only growing on chaos, on give outs, and on handouts. They're not growing to be prosperous. They're not growing to have a good education because the schools, they have electrical shutdowns. They don't have a good educational system. So that has a trickle effect on the youth. And the youth, they only know handouts. They only know give outs. And they only are, subject to do something that is irregular to obtain money. So a lot of the minor prostitution that is occurring in the country of Colombia, in the borders like Cucuta, it is prostitution of minors, and minors that are 12, 11, 13 years of age into the Colombia borders. Also, the factor of Colombians saying that because now the system of communism and socialism of how it's affecting Venezuela, now in Colombia they have the labor factor, the shortage of salary. The thing that is happening is that Venezuelans are coming into Colombia and now they're working for less money, as it is happening also in the United States of America. It is a copy paste of what has been happening to the United States, but ultimately now it is the whole continent. This is what leftists and also communist and socialist programs work for. Socialist programs, they give handouts for people to not be productive. And that is what has been happening right now in the country of Colombia, as this mass migration, it is affecting them strongly and directly. From there, we drove 18 hours from specifically from Cucuta. We traveled all across the east side and we drove 18 hours all the way to arrive to Necoclí. In Necoclí, we saw the most shocking thing. The most shocking thing. It is Necoclí, it is the place of distribution of mass migration into the ocean and into the most dangerous place that is the Darien Gap. That's the mountain, the Darien Gap. You see behind it, that's the mountain through Panama. That is the mountain through Colombia, all the way down there. My God, the Darien Gap is humongous. Look at that. It goes all the way to the ocean. So Necoclí has stalls, has little shopping carts where people, they're promoting the mass migration to continue as people go and they buy mattresses, they buy camping tarps, they buy boots for the mud, they buy cooking utensils where if you get stuck into the jungle. Massive. A lot of these shopping carts in the whole block. The most sad thing about it is that it's consistent. It's a consistency of migration coming in into the idea that it does not matter if Title 42 is implemented or not, if they have a barrier or not, if the border is open or closed. It is already, the window has already been opened by the Biden administration. And as they have opened their mouth, they have found a way to go on loopholes because of these NGOs that they're habilitating mass irregular migration into countries. And that is not the way that it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a regular, documented, peaceful migration and safe, most and foremost. Talking about safety, when you go to the dock in Necoclí, that is a municipal city that connects to islands, those islands are the ones that you enter to the Darien Gap. When you're at the dock, when you're putting all these people on these travel advising sites, that you're going to be shocked at a video that we have about a travel agency having like a travel commercial of Chinese migrants. And it is in Chinese. They're promoting it with music. They're promoting it with all kinds of stuff for people in China to know this commercial, to see, oh, it is so fun and marvelous. Look, you get on a boat and then you travel to an island. You can have a beautiful time, and then you go into the jungle and you walk and it is easy. And then you get to, this and this and this and this. It is just amazing what these travel agencies have. Right, their signal went away for a little bit. I'm sorry, I apologize for that. If I'm still live, moderator, let me know. If I'm still live, I'm gonna keep going, but I think the signal went away and I moved a little bit to the right. I'm in Panama, so I apologize for that. If we're live, we're live, we're live. Let me know. Comments on the comment section. Possibly it is going slow, but I'm gonna keep going. So the UN is at the dock where the boats come in. And when you're seeing the banners that the UN it is exposing, it is putting out, before they dock and before they go on these boats, the UN it is promoting the migration by saying, hey, they put a banner and says, before you travel, do not travel to the jungle, do not go in here. But if you're traveling, here's some condoms that you can use. Here's some birth control or prevention for pregnancy pills. Here is all these things that you can use. Imagine that. Disgusting. Completely disgusting. We have found in this moment that the UN is and everybody knows the UN is the habilitator for open borders. With this globalist compact of immigration, it is the main habilitator for this situation. Hold on. It is the number one. I don't know if I'm still live. Can you message me, please? Just message me on Telegram and let me know if I'm still live. Okay, I'm still live. So the UN, they have this banner that says birth control or birth pills, birth control pregnancy pills, or birth control pills before you travel. It's amazing. So whatever happens to you at the Darien Gap, instead of stopping it, instead of saying, don't go, little girl, you're giving out pregnancy birth control pills, Plan B pills. It's just unbelievable what they're doing. As soon as we went to we had a boat. We were in the sea to Necoclí. It's a 2-hour boat, 2-hour boat ride into the parts of an island named Capurganá. Just for everybody to know and for everybody to understand. And that boat ride, we had a really shaky boat ride, and it is extremely dangerous. It is extremely dangerous. The boat rides in the open Gulf Sea, it is extremely dangerous. The boat had a little, bump on the waves, and after that, the boat went up, and I landed really bad on my back. And I think I hurt a collarbone over here or something that I hurt, that I haven't been walking correctly, and it hurts a lot. And I have been, drinking some pills, some ibuprofen, 800 milligrams to kill the pain. But I gotten better by the days, and we still have a lot of broadcasting to do. We still have a lot of walking. Our most dangerous task is here to come And the only thing that I'm asking you guys is prayers for protection and for the angels to be protecting our our roads, and God, protect us, and for me to get better in my back, because I'm gonna tell you guys, know that I'm a warrior and I never complain, but it's really bothering me right now. It's extremely bothering me. So we landed on that boat ride. We landed on the island of Capurganá. Then we started walking with a group of migrants into the jungle. That was shocking. We have tons and tons of video. Tons of video. I have uploaded photos. I have uploaded some of the stuff, but it's too much. It's just too much, and I cannot be, right now editing video because it's gonna take too long, and I'm so concentrated in my mind, psychologically prepared for the dangerous task that we're about to encounter. So I don't have that. So you must apologize if if I haven't uploaded necessary for this trip for you guys. FYI. But turning back to what happened, we started our journey, and there was around 20 migrants that they were going on this group. We were heading up the hill, and before we were heading up the hill, you pass a couple of rivers. There was some places where migrants were getting tired, and this is not even 15 minutes into walking. They were saying, "Hey, this was not what we signed up for. We're really tired. Where is it? I thought that we were going to arrive. You told us that it was going to be a swing ride." People started throwing their bags. With the guides, there's other people that they are walking with you, that those people are the ones that they are being paid off to rent them for when people get tired carrying their bags. They're the ones that they're carrying the bags. And also there's a guide all the way to the front that we cannot film. Also, the people in orange, we cannot film them. It is all controlled, and it is extremely, extremely dangerous. High risk, dangerous. We started walking up the hill, muddy, holy, and oh my God, I was about to say a cuss word, but holy, you already know. Holy cow. It's just the travesty. It is so horrible. Now you know, Oscar Blue. I have walked with 10 caravans, seen suffering, have almost got assaulted and murdered in Guatemala. I got assaulted and almost murdered. Thank you, God, that I haven't. That nothing happened to me in Guatemala. Have been to Honduras, the borders of Honduras, and now this. But to see this is something that is one-time experience and never again. It is to go up. It is so steep and it is so dangerous that you can actually, when you're going up, you see on this side the cliff of the jungle. And on that side, not even a step away, you see the other cliff of the jungle. So you have to hold on to your life to these bamboo sticks that are on the side. Plus adding the factor that snakes, vipers, they're walking back and forth. At one particular point, it was funny because we were going up and I started seeing monkeys on the trees, shaking the trees. And I was like, why are they doing that? And one of the guys told me they're upset because you are invading their environment. So we were like, what the hell? So that's when you realize, where in the hell am I now? I'm in the middle of the jungle, going up. After that, you start seeing the migrants, how the deterioration of a human being starts being a part. And that is a sad thing, man. We broke down. It is hard to see a mother carrying 4 kids because she was falsely advertised that it was going to be easy. And that is the only outlet of transportation that they have to go through the Darien Gap. One of the girls was like almost 16, 17 years old, walking with her parents, and she almost passed out going up. The mother had 4 kids, and people were helping her carrying her child. One of the most shocking things is when we reached the peak after climbing and walking and walking and walking and sweating and our legs were cramping up, we hit the peak. When we hit the peak, we saw a little girl around 7 years old and his dad, lastly, clearly overweight, coming up. The girl was walking alone in the middle of that bamboo territory, terrain that I'm telling you, holding on to dear life to not fall into the cliff. Imagine that in your memory as how traumatizing it is going to be for the rest of your life. Traumatizing for the rest of your life. We hit that point, we walked for almost 4 hours going up and another 4 coming down. Going up, I was a goat. I was straightforward. This is why a lot of people were telling me, Blue, why are you exercising so much? Blue, why are you losing weight so much? Blue, why are you running every day so much? Blue, what is going on? You lost so much weight. I was preparing for this. You need to be prepared physically, but most importantly, mentally, because the jungle will eat you up. And I was prepared for all this. And as I was going up, I said, I got tired, got exhausted. I'm not going to tell you. Ben got tired, got exhausted. He's not going to lie. All of us got tired, we got exhausted. We're not going to lie. We're standing at the middle of the top, and they still have a long way to go. And we had to go down. Now, everybody was thinking to go down of the jungle, it is easy. Holy cow. That was a whole different story. To go down, by the way, buy me a coffee. Something is pinned in the chat. You guys support me right now. Thank you. I will extremely appreciate that we are in South America. We need your support, people. We need your support. We're doing the best that we can to expose the reality of what is happening. Now, when you're going down, you have to step hard on the mud. Because if you don't do that, you will fall. And I'm not going to lie, I fell on my butt like 6 times. It was bad. And then you got to look to the snakes because it was getting late. That is when they feel more comfortable to come out. So we're going down. As we took more time to go down. Hard to go down. The jungle goes up, goes down, river. Follow the river, goes down, river. It's hard terrain. And to think that hundreds and thousands of migrants go through there. A lot of the migrants over here and people over there have called the Darien Gap the migrant cemetery or the migrant cloud of dream. Because a lot of people have died on this travesty. If the route is not safe and the guide does not know where to go, you're lost. They're telling you 2 days, it's going to be 4. They're telling you 3, it's going to be 6. Hard. The factor of survival kicks in hours. The factor of survival and the strength of the mind are, you need to be physically prepared and fit. This is why we got prepared for almost 8 months. We got prepared because we knew that this trip was going to happen. And physically, we needed to be prepared. Coming down the Darien Gap, exhausting. We were exhausted, beat down. We're like, holy cow, this is horrible. The abuse that the kids and the it's child abuse. But the suffering of the people, the most shocking thing is to see a person going up the Darien Gap with a child and you can't be able to help them because it is you or it's the child. And at a point, you can fail in your life, it's over. This is how bad it is. This is how these open border NGOs policies and these leftist organizations and the United Nations and the political party of the United States and open border policies have caused. That collateral damage, it is humongous. It's huge. After we were coming back on a boat ride from the island of Kapurgana into Necoclí, that is where we were staying at. Guess what happened? All of a sudden, the boat that it was taking us, that it had around 100 people coming back, the majority, all of them tourists. Thank you so much, Ida, Darlene, Tammy, Becky, Denise, Devis, Melissa, Barbara, Hope, SD, all of you guys. Thank you so much for your buy me a coffees. As soon as I finish the live feed, just a few who sent. Thank you so much. If you can send that message again, manager, so I can read the last people that they have sent coffees. Thank you so much. As we were coming down, and as we were driving, we were on the boat driving. We were sailing on the boat, on the waters. We were arriving to we were in the middle of the sea, and the boat stops all of a sudden. All of a sudden it stops. All of a sudden. And we were like, what the hell's going on? I told Ben, what's going on? And we were not, I told our other colleague, I don't know what's going on. What's going on? Other journalist colleague. I said, like, what's going on? It's like, hey. And there was a capsize. Bako, Dawn, Carol, Tommy, Catherine, Robin, Gail, Laurie. Thank you so much for your coffees. Buy me a coffee's pinned in the chat. Thank you so much. A boat was capsized in the middle of the sea. You can actually see the peak. We have the footage. But the most incredible thing is that on the boat that we were on, you have divers, you have rescue team, right? So they stop and they went around the boat. And the first thing that they asked us is, if you see a human being, if you see somebody floating, let us know, because that boat was capsized, and possibly these people are floating around for hours. So one of the rescuers goes to try to put a rope on the top of the capsized boat and try to pull it out. Guess what happened when they pulled it out? So we started fast forwarding to the front. The boat pulled out, but immediately sunk. But guess what came out? 2 packages that apparently these packages are of synthetic drugs. Dope. We don't know what they are. We don't know what they were. But the packages clearly were wrapped up into what it was. Synthetic drugs. Washbot Girl, Robin, Gail, Amy, Sherry, thank you so much for the coffees. We have that video of the packages. So much video that we go, oh my God, if I can explain all the video. After, and you can imagine, you're like, holy cow. So this is not only a trafficking road in the water, it is also the human smuggling that is consistently, it is big. So you're putting a route where there's a lot of people coming in and fast forwarding, coming in and out with basically, you don't know what they're trafficking. And also the women and the children, you're like, holy moly. After that, the next day we returned to Necoclí. That day we returned to Necoclí, we settled down, we rested up, had a back injury that it was killing me, man. Had a back injury that it was killing me. I went to the doctor, got a shot because of the boat that landed, and it hurt my back like a mother, man. It cracked. I don't know what cracked, but I don't know what the hell I got on my back and my lower back, but it cracked. So I went to Miss Mary. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're on the wish list. Thank you so much. You guys can go on the wish list on Buy Me a Coffee, and also you can buy some products and some photos over there and Buy Me a Coffee. So ultimately, when I landed in the back of I had to go to the doctor. Went to the doctor, try to do the best that I can, put a shot of whatever it was to take the pain away, and it worked a little bit. Keith, thank you so much. Thank you. After that, I slept, took some ibuprofen, woke up, and we went back to Necoclí. As we were going back to, we went back to the island of Kapurgana. As we went back to the island of Kapurgana, we saw a lot of boats coming in with people from Asia. You have a mass migration now coming in and being promoted on a false advertisement by travel agencies in South America and Central America through Asia. from Asia to over here. They're flying into Ecuador, and from Ecuador, they're coming into what it is, Necoclí in Colombia. And from there, they go up, ow, my God, they go up to the Darien Gap. So after that, I started seeing boats offloading of people from Asia. You're like, what the hell? So I went over there, like, where are you from, China? Where are you on from China? Where are you on China? Ben has some beautiful video of them asking them, hey, what do you think about the CCP? No, we don't want CCP. Bad. After that, we took another boat and we landed on beautiful Panama. Went from this side on a chalupa boat that is kind of like it's a little boat, man. So I'll have some video so I can show it to you. Landed on this side, entered to this side. Michael Young, the great Michael Young, received us with a great team of people, veterans, American veterans, that they were in the Marines. Great people. Great, the great Michael Young, my inspiration for a lot of things, for bravery, for great journalism, for all of it, man. Received by him, and he was informing us, and he did this report 2 years ago. There is a tribe not too far away from here that is called Kuna tribe. They're aggressive, they're war aggressive, but the Kuna tribe, they don't want to be a part of the government of Panama. The Kuna tribe wants to still be a tribe, and they want to live in their environment. The government has gone in to try to go in and try to fight them off, and the Kuna has always won, has always kicked them out. Ultimately, Kuna has been living out of the resources in their natural habitat, that is the jungle. Bad thing about it, that mass migration has gone into the Kuna, has destroyed natural resource. One of the examples is that the jungle has a lot of trees that they have food. And they cut the coconuts. The migrants have been cutting the coconuts before they are ready to be collected. So they kill the plant. And the coconuts cannot be, it doesn't grow anymore. So they've been cutting the plants of, as a matter of survival, the migrants, but they're killing the forest. Also the mass contamination. And it has brought a lot of insecurity to migrants and ultimately to the village, because a lot of the young kids, they don't want to farm anymore, they don't want to fish anymore, they want to just go and do what they have to do with the migrants. This has complicated, the situation in the Darien. Michael Young reported 2 years ago that this tribe in particular, the Kuna tribe, was infected by migrants and they were coming in with sicknesses. Now it has come into worse. According to Michael Young today, he met with some Kuna tribe leaders, the head chief of one of the Kuna tribes, and the head chief reported to them that they have the biggest malaria spread in history of the Kuna. This malaria spread has been spreading because of the consistent migrants that have been coming in from Africa and ultimately from Haiti and other migrants. Not denigrating the migrants from that entity, not denigrating migrants from all entities. Don't be on your feelings. This is true facts that migrants have been coming in through there, and because of the infections on the water, on the river, and all this kind of stuff, wow, it has been causing an effect on the Kuna tribe. But listen to this, because a lot of the migrants that they have been coming in, and the language in Panama is in Spanish, but the Kuna, they have their own Kuna language, native language. The Kuna has never known the Spanish language. The sad thing about it is when you learn Spanish, you intend to learn bad words, or when you learn English, you intend to learn bad words. The first things that you know are bad words, just to be around and to be cool. But with the Kuna tribe, the bad thing about it is that the first thing that they have learned, guess what it is? Bad word that they have learned, and it is not even a bad word. The first word that they have learned, it is basura. Basura. What is basura? Trash. How incredible this is. How incredible this is. Look how it is affecting them. They have never seen trash in their lives. Their environment has been so clean. In their lives, they have never seen trash. And the first word that they have learned in the Spanish language, it is basura, trash. Because that is what it is. This mass migration has caused. It has caused a lot of trash into their habitat. How crazy. First word that they have learned into what knowing the mass contamination into their land, it is trash. Basura. Not only has affected them in malaria, not only has affected them in all kinds of circumstances and situations, sicknesses, but also contaminating their habitat. This is a tribe that lives in the jungle. Several tribes live in the jungle. It's unbelievable. I remember in 2021, I visited Tapachula. I was walking with one of the caravans, and the head chief of the health department in Tapachula gave an interview to me saying that Tapachula, the border that is connected to Guatemala, had a humongous spread of syphilis, gonorrhea, in some cases of AIDS. There was a lot of infections going on in the city. Imagine, you're in a tribe, you're in the middle of the jungle. Who is going to give you help? Plus, I'm going to use the word just once. The tribe has never accepted the vaccine. They don't believe in it. Only 10 people have got it, and the 10 people have got sick of it. Have gotten sick. Only 10 people have got it, and out of the 10 people, the 10 people have gotten sick. They have never accepted it. The government came to say, hey, you know what, there's this thing that we need to put on you. There's this thing that we need to give you. We need to just deliver it to you. And tribe was like, I don't want it. Some of them got it, and when they got it, they got sick. Crazy. We need to open up. We need to help those people, man. We need to help that tribe. The world to know what are these open border policies causing. Everybody deserves a better life. Every migrant deserves a better life. But because you're pushing people to migrate through the jungle, you think that it's okay. And you're causing the problem to be bigger than a problem. The problem is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Huge. Those are the tribes that they don't have a resource of communication. Nobody's helping them. Nobody's telling them what to do. And it is our obligation as journalists and reporters to take it to the next step and to help. That is our challenge. That is our biggest challenge, to communicate with the tribe and to help them to stop spreading, to help them to get better physically and also in health. Amazing. In a nutshell, I have it's too much video. I cannot even, when we're doing live hits, I gotta tell you something, man. When we are doing live hits, and Ben and I, we're like, which topic now we're gonna talk about, man? It's too much. It is too much. So we have to digress every topic because I'm like, holy cow, man, we can talk about this, we can talk about that. And Ben goes, no, we gotta talk about this. No, we gotta talk about that. It's just unbelievable. The amount of footage, the amount of hours, the amount of content, and all that is being hidden by the leftist media and all media that are, I did a video, and I'm just gonna say it like it is. I did a video when I was in the jungle and I was walking down and I was saying, where are you, Daily Beast? Where are you, Democracy Now? Where are you, MSNBC? Where are you, CBS? Where are you, PBS? Where are you, LA Times? All of you that you preach and say because of humanitarian and all this, where are you? All of you. You walking through the jungle? You showing? Are you getting your boots wet? You getting your boots dirty? Are you showing it? Came for that. Obviously, for the obvious reasons, they don't want to show it. They don't want to show it. They're part of it. So much broadcasting, so much to discuss, so much footage. Whew, so much. The only thing that I can tell you is that we have so much things that we got to talk about in the next incoming days. Be sure to be watching Real America's Voice, best network that is bringing you guys the truth. Ben Berquam and Oscar Blue right here, bringing you guys the truth. In Panama now, Panama. My God, how many countries I have visited, man? Holy cow! I want to thank God for that opportunity. Before the lights go off, I want to thank God. God, thank you so much, Lord. Thank you so much. You, the Creator, the One, giving me the opportunity to work on this and to try to do something about it. Change my life. After my mistake, never again. Now I'm trying to help it. Try to do something about it, inform about it, communicate about it. Thank you so much. 5 borders and 6 countries. Holy cow. Thanks so much, manager. 5 borders in 6 countries. And every time that I'm standing in a random place, I get this idea like, what the hell am I doing over here, man? I'm so far away from home. I'm so far away from home. Hey, say hello to everybody in the War Room Posse. Thank you so much for your support. War Room Posse, everybody that watches on Pluto, on Apple TV, on Roku, on Hulu, and all those places. Thanks so much. Huge shout out to Mr. Rob Sig and also Rob Shorts. God bless you. God bless you. There's no other way that I can say it. God bless you. It's the only way that I can say it. We're going to continue our travesty. That's kind of like in a nutshell, what I'm saying. Just a little bit of the things that I'm doing. Where am I? I'm in a town in Panama. Let me just show you around how beautiful this is, man. Let me show you around how beautiful the settings. Let's go to camera. Let's put it to the front. Whoever, I wish that I could live here, man. It's a little town. Let me show you the rocks right here. Let me walk a little bit so I can show you the town. There's some abandoned spots, but the life is so simple. You forget how simple life is, man. It's just so simple. Look, you can sit down here and the rocks. It is free. It is for you. Free. It is for you. How beautiful this is. This town has a soccer field right here. It has a couple of schools for the kids. Over there, you see some restaurant in the walkway right here. You can walk with your kid right here. There's property over there. It's so simple, man. So simple. You got people outside of their house sitting down, just, having some tea, having some coffee, having a drink, walking in the middle of this. It's just a little town in Panama. So freaking beautiful. So simple. Life is simple in these places. It's not complicated. It's not taken over by the woke ideologies. These transgenderism. Over here, it is life. You are raised to get an education, to do good. Just be in peace. No wonder how many people in America, they escape from the torturous leftist policies that they're existing in their countries, man, and they come and live over here. Look at the children playing outside in the field. I wish that my son can play outside in Tijuana when it's so insecure. Look at the children playing outside in the field. This is around almost, I don't know what time it is. Let me check the time. We're in East Coast time. It's 6:32 over here. Look at the children, man, playing outside in the field. The girls, the little girls playing with the bicycle in the basketball court. People walking around. It's normal. Got a restaurant over there. Possibly I'm gonna get something to eat in a few moments. Remember when life was simple? You guys remember when life was so simple that it was not complicated with all these leftist pronouns and homophobic, xenophobic, pronounphobic, fatphobic, fish, racist, faces, bigot, conspiracy theorists, creating hysteria at the border, fearmonger, all these white supremacists, white imperialists, American imperialism. You're not woke. Remember before that? So I'm glad that I'm here because I get a taste of it, of what it was before. I get a taste of what it was before. And this is what it was before. This is life. This is life. So beautiful. You guys remember that when it was so simple? Holy moly, man. I wish that we could go back to normal. These globalist organizations have destroyed, and they're destroying our countries. They're the ones that are doing this. They're completely destroying our countries. These new globalist policies and these organizations like the UN, that, by the way, they get pissed off when you're recording them. And in Echo Clee, they got pissed off. Christina, thank you so much. Christina, my God, God bless you. Thank you so much. These globalist organizations are destroying our world, the environment. Where are you, climate change? All these environmentalists. They're destroying our world, man. And they're taking away the most important thing out of youth, that is the innocence. Now little girls, like in Venezuela, sadly, then I need to look out. They take away their innocence, man. The innocence in these places and these countries that have been taken over by communists and socialists, it doesn't exist anymore. But over here, you got kids playing soccer. In the back, you can barely see them. Remember how it was? I remember, man, when I was young, as a young kid, growing up in a really rough neighborhood. But as I was growing up in a rough neighborhood, I used to play outside in the block, soccer with 2 rocks on the floor. That was the arc to score the goal. That was the goal line. Used to play football outside in the dirt. Used to play carnicas, marbles, trompo, yo-yo. Run around playing La Traes, El 18. My God, those were the moments, man. Now it is all taken over by this liberal policy. I feel oppressed and all this crap. How beautiful this place is. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Real American Sports News. God bless you all. Quick shout out to my brother, Real Anthony Agüero. I love you, brother. Miss you like hell. It's not gonna take that long to be together, man. We will see each other in El Paso, not too far from now. Quick shout out to him, all my moderators, all my wrenchers. God bless every single one of you. Thank you so much for all your support, endless support to my angels. You guys know who you are. Thank you so much. Buy Me a Coffee followers and subscribers, all of you. Holy cow! I'm gonna send you a video right now from Panama for all of you, man. For all of you. Thank you so much for all your support. God bless you. My manager, man, there's no words that I can say to my manager. No, and also to all of you that they have been following. My God, thank you so much. Buy Me a Coffee. It's pinned in the chat. If you guys like to support me, there's a coffee right there. So we can continue our travesties and our journeys. See you guys later on. I will give an update tomorrow in English. Sorry if I've been doing live feeds in Spanish. I've been doing live feeds in Spanish because, we got Ben that is continuously doing live feeds in English. But I'm going to do some live feeds in Spanish at the end of the day. Hopefully I can have some time and sit down and talk to you guys and also provide little videos into the platform so you guys can see what's going on without audio because I want to make it for both languages. But thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you all the way from Panama. Holy cow, where am I at, man? Panama. Panama. All the way to Panama, man. Thank you so much. I'm here with one of my inspirational people, Michael Young, man. The great Michael Young. Can never be better. really well prepared individuals that they have gone to war and they have documented as a journalist in wars for years. What is Ben's Live? Google it. A lot of people, and and I don't mean to be rude, but there's people that they're coming into the comment section in my post when I get signal, and they're saying, Oscar, what's the Darien Gap? It doesn't take that much for you to Google it. It doesn't take that much for you to go to Google and say, how many people have died in the Darien Gap? Where is the Darien Gap? Migrants at the Darien Gap. It doesn't take that much. It's easy to just Google it. And I responded to one individual, do your own research. And a comment, it was on the bottom saying, that was not nice. My God, I've been reporting on the Darien Gap for I don't know how many years. And now all of a sudden, now I got to be nice? Holy cow. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. Get a grip. Do your research, man. This is why there is a problem in the United States, because people, they wait for the information to get to their hands. No, do your own research, investigate on your own, because this is a big, big problem that is happening in your country. Don't wait for the information to get into your hands. Investigate it yourself. Do your research. And I'm not saying this because of Democrats. I'm seeing Republicans they need to get their butts to work. Come on, people. And all independents, also get your butts to work. And not even a Democrat, a liberal, whoever you are, just everybody, get your butts to work and do your own research. It's easy. It's just easy. And then you got the playlist on YouTube. It's multiple playlists, and you can grab videos and go over there and see, like, what the hell Oscar's talking about. Let me just go to the playlist and Google his playlist, man. So easy. So easy. Thank you so much. If I have time, I will explain. Don't get into your feelings. Come on. We're grown people here. Oh my God, geez. Oh my God, sorry for asking. Oh my God, I'm never going to ask again. Oh my God, I'm leaving. Come on, grow up. Grow up here. This is a time it's a battle of fate. It's a battle between good and bad. This is the time. There's no time for feelings. There's no time to, oh my God, he's not nice. I'm going to go to somewhere for people to be nice to me. There's no time for that. No me meto a tu casa. No me meto. I'm not getting into your property, dog. I'm sorry. No time for feelings, people. God bless you, every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining in on this live feed. We're going to try to get better on our back. We're having a big problem with our back. And we have our hardest task. Buenas noches. We're having our hardest task in the next incoming days. Just prayers. What we need is prayers. That's the only thing, man. It's the only thing. Prayers for God's guidance and angels to shine our light in our road and our journey. God bless you guys. Stay safe. Follow me on all platforms. I got to write a couple of notes. I'm going to write a couple of notes tonight. One of the Darien Gap and another one of the United Nations. And I'm going to post a video of the United Nations giving out the birth control pills or whatever it is. Look at this plaza, man. Look at this plaza. And also, I love this, man. Look at this, how simple it is. They got the phone booths still. That's how simple it is, man. They got the phone booths in this town. Phone booths. How simple life is, man. I love this. I love this town, man. I love this town. I really love this town. It's be a gorgeous retirement place, man. Nobody to be bothered. No way you're going to be bothered by these disgusting leftist communist people. It's going to bother you over here, man. Nobody. What the hell? Thank you so much for joining in. Goodbye to everybody. Take care of yourselves from Panama City, in some part of Panama. Oscar Blue for you, signing out. God bless you all. Like we always say, people, peace and love. Because always your country first. God bless.